Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
And fuck you!
Rob and Kale podcasts.
Fuck you!
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale podcast. I don't know why I made that opener. I was watching Coming to America, and I thought that would be a good sound drop there. Eddie Murphy telling everybody, fuck you. Sometimes during football season, we can get animated like that, Jackpot.
Oh,
Welcome
yeah.
to the program. Of course, I am Rob Sanders. I live in Columbia, South Carolina, where we are 100 miles from where you want to be. Carolina Jackpot, the number one YouTuber on the planet for Gamecock football folks. He is in the upstate. Welcome into the show. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, guys. Hope everyone's doing great this afternoon or this evening, rather. It's good to be here. And, glad to be back on the show again after a 1 week hiatus for Super Bowl. Football is now officially kaput for the 2021 season, I guess.
Jackpot, I was thinking you would support a USFL team. I thought you would be one of those guys. I could see you sporting a Birmingham Stallions shirt. Maybe Tampa Bay Bandits or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, so these people are going to be they're going to have the same names as the old school USFL. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll give you the teams of the USFL right now since we're talking about it. The USFL teams are. I wasn't know we were going to talk about this, but let's see here. Inaugural game tickets are on sale now. I wonder how much a ticket costs for that thing. But let's see here. The team names. Oh, just give me the damn team names. What the hell? Oh, the New Jersey Generals. Yeah, I don't know about that one. The Philadelphia. That's one of the originals, right? Jackpot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's Herschel Walker's team.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know he played for them. Look at you, Jackpot. Philadelphia Stars.
Yep.
Pittsburgh Maulers. Yep. And the Maulers mascot or their logo has a guy with a hammer like gonna smack the shit out of somebody. That's kind of interesting.
That's all old school stuff.
Birmingham Stallions, Houston Gamblers, New Orleans Breakers, the Tampa Bay Bandits, and the Michigan Panthers.
Yeah, that's cool. That's all original teams.
Yeah, they're not going to have a team in Atlanta, but yeah.
Well, they never did.
Shout out to the folks watching this evening, including Rob and Jacob and Alan and Pakalak, sorry, Steve. Steve wants to know, is the interstate through Columbia finished yet? They haven't really started it. I mean, they've been talking about
through Columbia.
Yeah, they're talking about fixing Malfunction Junction for years, and it just hasn't happened. No, we're still a shithole down here when it comes to the SCDOT. SCDOT is not very good.
Which one's Malfunction Junction?
That's where I-26 and I-20 meet together.
Oh, God.
Basically. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, what a shithole.
Yeah, and see, even Jackpot says it's a shithole.
I hate that place. Well, if you're on I-20 and you're traveling like east, and you're coming from like Augusta or Lexington or whatever, and you get to I-26, I mean, if you want to get off to get on 26, you have to kind of like work with the person that's getting onto I-20, like going toward the Florence, because like the loop comes in here and your exit, it's fucked up.
Basically, what you have to have. Let me see if I can make this a little. I understand what Jackpot's saying, but let's make it a little bit more simpler for the listeners. You're basically hoping to get a hand job from the guy that's behind you, so that you get into the right spot where they can get on the interstate there, and you can get off onto the other interstate. You're just hoping for hand jobs and reach arounds right there in that spot. So, I mean, that's viable. Yeah. All right. Well, stuff we're going to get into tonight. I mean, we got to talk about South Carolina last night, pulling out a game nobody thought they had a chance in hell of getting. I mean, I thought they were going to go down there and get fucking mouth pumped, but we'll talk about that. Whatever football we can come up with. Jackpot's response to the Super Bowl. But first, let's thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill out in West Columbia, Highway 1, diagonal from the Walmart. Go and check them out. They have retro video games.
Check them out.
They take care of the program. Also, big thing for this evening, we are coming up on the big game for South Carolina and Clemson as far as at the neutral site at Segra Park here in Columbia. If you want to go to that game, buy a raffle ticket. Some folks have already done that, including Beth Webb. Who else? I can't remember. But yeah, we've got some folks that have bought tickets. Beth Webb bought some. Kim Bellinger, Melanie Bookhart, Big Barney Ross bought 10 tickets. Big Beg and Megan bought 10 tickets. Lee Brantley bought 2. Mike Muse bought a couple. Jimmy from Callaway's bought 1 as well. If we sell 100 tickets, I'm going to give you guys something here. Jack, this is something that, do you remember the Shel Silverstein book with the Giving Tree Jackpot? This is one of those things where you can't give this. I'm the only one that can give this on the show. If we sell 100 tickets, my wife is going to shave my head live on this show, and all the proceeds go to benefit the pediatric NICU. If we sell
that's worth the price of admission.
There you go. If we sell 125 tickets, I am going to we're going to give sponsorship for a month to whoever wins. If they, as far as their team goes, the show will be sponsored by their team, meaning the Rob and Kale Show brought to you by, I don't know, the South Carolina Gamecocks, the Georgia Bulldogs, whoever the fuck it is. When we spin the wheel, if it comes up on yours, you get full sponsorship for a month. All right. If we sell 125 tickets, if we come up a little bit short, if we sell 90 tickets, I'm going to shave my eyebrows live on the show. Look at these beautiful eyebrows I have. They're going to go away if we can sell 90 tickets. The link is in the description. Okay. And this is all, of course, from Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, who sponsors the show. We're doing this. If you win the raffle, hey, you get 2 tickets behind home plate for the game, and it's sold out. Jackpot, they're having a festival down there that day. Tokyo Joe is playing. They're going to have all kinds of games. You get all of that and seats behind the plate. What? I mean, seriously. Lee says wax them. I'll wax my eyebrows on the show if we sell 100 of them. There you go, Lee. You've layered it down there. We sell 100 tickets. I'll wax my eyebrows on the show. We'll keep up to date on that on the Rob and Kale Facebook page. Right now, we're sitting at what, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 34 tickets. So if we could sell 100 tickets, boom, there you go.
Wow.
So, but that's, of course, from Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, who also sponsors the show. We appreciate him. Jackpot's going to be at the game, by the way. We're gonna have a nice little beer and watch as the Clemson Tigers beat the holy fuck out of the Gamecocks.
Yeah,
we're gonna beat the shit out of y'all. We're gonna beat the shit out of y'all. It's not even gonna be close.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about this Clemson team. We're gonna be all right.
Kind of like Vanderbilt does to you every time you play.
You need to shut up. Vanderbilt whips that ass of yours too. So they whip everybody's ass.
No, I really don't. Not really. Gamecocks beat them plenty of times.
You didn't win the series last year.
Well, I mean, that was last year.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we do have from Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport, story time with Carolina Jackpot. Jackpot, tell us a story this evening, buddy.
Let me see what kind of BS I can spew this evening. Sucks to be a Gamecock. It's been 3,001 days since our lousy gong show football team beat Clemson. We are a failure as a rival. Football season's coming, and our season will be worthless before Labor Day. It sucks to be a Gamecock forever. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Man, I love these things with Carolina Jackpot. We get a good story every time we come out here, man. Just great stuff. Baseball season, of course, starts on Friday, but we got to talk basketball for a minute, Jackpot. How happy were you last night when they hit that buzzer beater, man? That had to be one of the best plays that we've had this year for the Gamecocks.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. I mean, that thing was never in doubt. It was never in doubt. I mean, Gamecocks, toyed around with them there in the second half, let them get a little bit of a lead, let them, gave them a little bit of, leeway here. Thought they were going to be able to do something. Didn't happen. Lovely. Loved it. Kissed it off the backboard from midcourt. I mean, that was just like a storybook ending to that game, which was never in doubt.
You think he called bank?
He may have. I don't know.
Ball Steak says, "Woo, go Vols." Bluegrass was on earlier saying Tennessee is a trash program in basketball. Bluegrass Sports Media was on the Rob and Kale show today, the Rundown Block today.
Tennessee kicked their ass in basketball last night.
Yeah, Tennessee wiped the floor with them last night. A game that was never in doubt, by the way. And the Vols come out and handed it to them. And Bluegrass Sports Media, he has to come on the air and talking about a trash Kentucky team. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense, man. Ridiculous. Anyway, I was kind of shocked by that, sir.
Well, I mean,
all right. Well,
he's been known to say some dumb things in the past.
By the way, something that I wanted to get off my chest. Jackpot, can I vent for about 30 seconds on the Clemson Hoops team?
Sure. You'll take longer than that.
Here's my thing with this. I'm at the point now where with the Clemson basketball team, all I want is just a little bit of hope, Jackpot. I just want a little bit of hope. I am sick and tired of every time we go out there, we play like a bunch of bitches. That's basically what it boils down to. We end up looking stupid when we go out there. And you know what? I'm at the point now where I'm thinking about, I don't know if I want to write a letter or send some mean tweets. I don't know. But I'm at the point where they go out there and they wear that tiger paw and they're not playing to the strength of that tiger paw. You had the incident with David Collins last week where you make headlines for something that's shitty, where a guy almost killed a guy on a play. And then you come back with that and they've lost 5 straight games. 5 straight games. It's just ridiculous. And you know what? The Clemson women's team is shitty too. I thought Amanda Butler was going to do some good stuff. If it's anything throwing a ball into a hole at Clemson as far as hoops goes, we suck. It's absolutely suck. And I'm at the juncture now where it's like, I know they made the tournament last year, but you know what? Just being respectable when you go out. Just be respectable.
And the embarrassing thing was we lost to that.
It's ridiculous.
We lost to that.
If played South Carolina today in hoops, they'd walk the floor with them. You want to know why? Because they look like they give a shit. They look like they give a shit. So anyway, there's that. Before we open up the phone lines here, JCH with the super chat. Bama fans have to be in a rubber room over the fact that a team, the Rams, can win a championship game despite a key receiver being hurt. Excuses. Billy says, so you're saying they can't throw it in the ocean? They can't, Billy, goddamn it, Billy. They can't fucking rebound. They can't fucking block shots. They can't play defense. They can't do shit. And it's utterly disgusting. And Brad Brownell, that's the same press conference. Here's my impression of Brad Brownell. Well, we went out there and we just didn't control the game. And I thought in the first half we played a little bit better defensively, but got away from the game in the second half. And we just have to move on to the next one. I love the kids here. I think we have a solid foundation for a program, but we just didn't have it tonight. You lost fucking 5 straight, dude. I want you coming into the damn press conference, and I want a Jim Cornette at Dairy Queen experience. I want him walking in and being like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm tired of your shit. I'm tired of losing. This is not what I put into this program. I want people to give a shit about us. And you know what? We're not putting the product out there that we have right now, but we're going to damn sure try. And you know what? If you want to be on a good basketball program, a program where we want to fucking win and not be the doormat of the ACC, come here. Because obviously the assholes I've got playing for me right now are not worth a fuck. All right, I'm done.
Wow.
Thank you, Lee. Let's take out. Let's get some calls here. 803-470-2905 as the phone lines are open. But I'm fucking done with the way that the program looks right now. It's fucking shitty. It's just shitty. I'm tired of watching March Madness and knowing even if they're there, they're gonna fucking suck. Gonna lose to fucking Tony Soprano's school. Just terrible. It's fucking terrible.
I heard you say
shitty.
something today on the 3:00 show that they had that something about Clemson and South Carolina getting to the tournament, and one lost to Coppin State, and one of them lost to Richmond. No, sir, that both of those were done by the Gamecocks. Just so you know.
Well, Clemson lost to some shitty teams too. They're fucking no better. At least the Gamecocks went to the Final Four. People want to fire fucking Frank Martin. I'd love to have Frank Martin there. To say that Clemson went to the Final Four, we'd build a statue for him outside of fucking Little John. Build 2 statues. That way he could stare at each other. Dueling Frank Martins.
Shit.
Christ. Billy says, Rob, Clemson does play in a tough basketball conference. If he was going to play in the ACC, where would you go to? Sir, the ACC is not very fucking tough this year. I think they got one ranked team. It's just Duke. Rest of them are a fucking shithole. They're 4-12 in conference play. 4-12 in conference play. Some ridiculous number like that. It's fucking terrible. They don't deserve to wear the Clemson. They should go out there and just bland shirts. Just white shirts for home games, and then they can wear black ones for away games until they earn the right to put Clemson on their damn jerseys. It's that sad. 803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. And I get where Billy's coming from, but God damn it, I'm tired of it. It's absolutely shitty. Little John's got, according to something I read the other day, the 4th best facility in the ACC is Little John, with all the stuff that they've redone with it and the creature comforts for the players and all that. You know, they're paying Brad Darnell pretty good money, but they can't win shit. And I'm tired of people. Oh, they went to the tournament last year. Just fuck off with all that. It's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. What do you think, Jackpot?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much longer they're going to keep putting up with that guy. I mean, it seems like every year it's just disappointing over there. This year's really, really bad. I mean, it looked like they may finish with a losing record.
It's just terrible. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. I'm very, someone said something about, I can't remember, but people don't talk about Clemson basketball. And maybe we have a shitty fan base that just wants to just come out and say, you know what, I like Clemson football, but I'm a Duke basketball fan. You know what? Fuck you too. This is a fucking show, Jackpot. I'm a Clemson football fan, but I like Duke basketball. Well, you can go up there with that fucking count from Sesame Street that looks like he has AIDS, and you can deal with him as he retires. You should fucking support one damn team. Jackpot supports one team. I'm an Alabama football fan, but I like North Carolina in basketball. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've heard that before.
Dennis Wilson, sponsor of the program, says he's in Manassas, Virginia. I didn't know Manass was a town. And he just played the Tiger Rag and Hooters and pissed them all off.
Manassas, Virginia.
Oh, I thought he was in Manass. That's Manassas. Okay, I thought it was
Well, with knowing him,
he's in Manass, Virginia. Brock says Little John is nice, but it's not the Colonial Life Arena. And you know what? I've talked about the Colonial Life Arena before. You can hold 18,000 people in there, but in reality, it's a concert venue. And that's nothing. It's not bad. I'm just saying, I think basketball should be in a more intimate setting, 9,000 to 10,000 folks. But yeah, the Colonial Life Arena is a top-notch arena. You got to give them that. All right, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join the show this evening. Jackpot, what's grinding your gears, sir?
Nothing. I mean, we haven't started playing football yet. So no, I'm pretty good today. Not really. Don't really have anything that's chapping my ass. Had to work 12 hours today. That was crappy.
Mr. Boogie with a good comment there. ACC is not what it once was, and Coach K, Roy Williams is gone, and Coach K is leaving. It's up for grabs. Yeah, there. You don't really have the marquee coach in the ACC right now is Leonard Hamilton, and no one thinks he's a good coach. So Billy goes, when does the Winter Olympics begin? The closing ceremonies are Sunday, Billy.
Well, I think Leonard's underachieved.
Yeah. They win 20 games every year, though, Jackpot.
Yeah. Is he going to this year, though?
Yeah, Jim Boeheim. Thank you, Bible Belt. But I think Jim Boeheim he's got to be 806 years old. I don't know about all that. All right, let's go out to the phones.
Big Barney Ross.
Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Hey, it's Big Barney Ross. I just wanted to throw this out there.
Hold on. Jackpot spiked it, man. He knew it was you.
I called it.
But what you got for the program, Big Barney Ross?
Well, we're all pulling for global warming so we don't have to endure any more of the Winter Olympics. It's just terrible. Lobbies are filling up with water. It's horrible. But I heard Hollywood call in today. Did he not sound like Morgan Freeman to you? But I don't know.
No.
You were talking about upset. And I thought,
sounds like Morgan
Duke
Freeman with a
Christian
crack problem.
Well, I thought Duke, Christian Laettner hit that against Kentucky was one of the biggest upsets. But I got a question for both of y'all, and I'll get off here and listen to you. Do y'all think Kentucky will make the NCAA tournament in basketball this year? And I'll get off here and listen to what you got to say.
Fuck out of here. Thanks, Philip Barney Ross. By the way, Hollywood is a guy that is an old man he's an older guy that's a big Florida apologist that calls into the show during the daytime. Catch the Rundown with Rob every day at 3:00 right here on this fine channel. And he says some stuff that's just ridiculous. Like he picked Georgia games this year. I think he was no doubt 1-14. Heads up for Georgia this year. He got one game right. Wasn't even close. No doubt. Brock says he'd rather have a facility that's multi-purpose than single purpose. And I get that. And it sticks in one half dozen of another. I just like the smaller arenas for basketball. So there's that.
When that place is full and that team's playing well, which it's pretty rare. But that thing's pretty damn intimidating.
So I was going to ask you, Jackpot, there's South Carolina's remaining schedule. When you look at it, they have some games on there at home that they could probably win. I'm going to read you the rest of them here. They currently sit at 15-10 overall, which is not like great, and there's still a lot of work to do. But if you look at the games here, they've got LSU at home. They got Mississippi State at home. They go to Alabama, Missouri, who is an absolute shithole, and then they've got Auburn. They might. I could see them winning 2 out of those 5. I don't think it's that far-fetched. I think they beat Mizzou because Mizzou's terrible. Mississippi State at home might be a game they can get. And they've already proven they can win on the road. I don't know about Auburn, but I think they could possibly beat Alabama. And then who knows with LSU. But they could win 17, 18 games, finish 18-12, something like that. And then go into the conference tournament and possibly they make some noise there. They could make the tournament, Jackpot. That's not far-fetched at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, that schedule's a little bit tough going down the stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say the game at The game at
Auburn.
yeah, that's going to be tough. I mean, the game against Alabama that's pretty tough.
You got to go two Alabama and two Auburn. That's your last two road games. I mean, fuck, that's tough.
Yeah,
Tough
I don't know about that.
Now, Mississippi State beat you by 17 on the road, but I just think the Gamecocks play better at home. I really do.
Yeah,
Maybe that'll be something that could
didn't phase them last night though.
Jackpot. We were talking about the biggest upsets that you can remember today, and the contingent in the chat room said that we kind of all agreed with Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. Do you have an upset that you remember that you were like, holy shit, kind of shocked the world a little bit?
As far
Biggest
as what,
upset, like any upset, like Michigan App State or South Carolina winning over Alabama at home, because nobody really gave the Gamecocks a shot there.
Yeah, that wasn't. I don't know. I heard somebody say that today. To me, I mean, that wasn't as big of an upset as South Carolina winning at Georgia a couple years ago, because that Gamecock team sucked. I mean, they were underdogs by like 25 fucking points. That was a bigger upset than when that team beat Alabama. That was a good team.
Yeah, I mean, you had some talent on that team.
I mean, then they turned around and got upset the next week, because I mean, them going on the road and losing the next week to Kensuck-ass was a bigger upset at the time than South Carolina beating Alabama.
Yeah.
Fucking Kentucky. Fuck.
Is that Jackpot? Does that game wear your ass out more, or
fucking stupid.
The game where you went to Tennessee and you guys would finish like fourth in the country? All you got to do is beat Tennessee, and you're going to the SEC basically championship game. And Steve Spurrier had issues with a timeout. Does that game chap your ass more than the Kentucky game?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was so stupid. It really was.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with all that. I mean, I've seen Clemson games that piss me off, and the big one was Duke going to Duke and Duke winning with a 50-yard field goal at the end of regulation, and Clemson had to carry that fucking L.
I don't remember that one.
Jesus. Yeah, I can't remember what year that was, but the guy kicked a 50-yard field goal as time ran out.
I don't remember. Who was the coach?
Fucking Tammy Bowden.
I don't remember that.
Hold on, I'll tell you what it was. Hold on.
I want to look it up.
Well, what the hell?
Oh, I already pulled out the phone. God,
okay.
Damn it.
Well, it was.
I don't pull up the phone to look it up.
Okay. Well, I can't remember it's the last time that Duke beat him. Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking a shithole.
Well, Clemson doesn't really play Duke that much anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've won 5 straight, but I'm letting you get it there, Jackpot. Yeah, do you see it?
2004?
Yeah, 2004. They line up for a 50-yard field goal, and this kicker just nutted it there at Wallace Wade Stadium. There were more Clemson fans in the stands than there were fucking Duke fans. They were all thinking about hoops and their football team.
They always are. Hillbillies travel.
How is it that you call Clemson hillbillies? I don't understand that. We are a fine well, shit, we're an agricultural school. That doesn't really help.
Where the hell is them located at? Jesus Christ. It's a fucking agriculture school. Look where it's located at. Look who some of the personalities have been that you've had as football coaches and sport and other personalities and this, that, and the other. I mean, my God. fucking Hillbilly Central.
I can't come back from that. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Lisa says it's located in God's country. Located in God's country. Come on, man. No, Jackpot's not buying that.
Yeah. God looks at that place and says, yes, I did create that, but I don't know what I was doing that day, but it's okay.
What a mess. All right. 803 470-2905. We're taking some calls this evening. If you want to tell us about your biggest upset, feel free to have at it. We'd love to take those calls. Talk about the Gamecock basketball team. We can also talk about the Gamecock football team. We can talk about our expectations going to be high for South Carolina this year, because I kind of am looking at that schedule, and it's like I think they could start 1-2 but finish 8-4. And when people tell me that, when I tell people that, they look at me like I'm stupid, but I honestly think they could finish 8-4. Even if they start 1-2, losing to Arkansas and losing to Georgia, I think they can roll off some wins there. Now, obviously, they're going to have to beat teams like Kentucky and things like that, but the only other losses I see on the schedule potentially are the matchup with Texas A&M and the matchup with Clemson. I don't see where I'm being that silly. I don't know.
What's that now?
Well, I look at the schedule and I think the Gamecocks could start 1-2 but finish 8-4.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm that far off. I really don't. I think they're going to be a lot of it's going to hinge on. I think on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to be efficient, and I think Coach White will rally that defense a little bit, and they're going to be better.
So you got them losing to who?
Arkansas. I mean, just right now, and obviously transfer portal and injuries and everything else. But on February 16th, if you had to nail me down right now and ask me about it, I would say I think they lose on the road at Arkansas. I think they drop the game to Georgia. I think they lose to Texas A&M. And until they beat Texas A&M, I'm going to pick A&M regardless. And I think they lose to Clemson. So
no, that's not happening.
All right. Well, then you got them going 7-5. Then losing to Tennessee.
I got them. I'm going 9-3, 9-3, maybe 10-2. So you got them beating. You got them beating both Tennessee and Kentucky. Bold.
Yes. Well, look, and here's the thing. I think Tennessee coming in. I think the Gamecocks are going to be tough at home, and I think that I'm not intimidated by Kentucky. And you know what, Jackpot? You shouldn't be intimidated by Kentucky either.
I'm not.
I mean, it's fucking Kentucky. I know that they've won 6 out of the last 7 or whatever the fuck it is, but there was a point in time not too long
Still
ago.
A damn joke of a football program. Hey, and look, South Carolina obviously had the more impressive bowl win. I'll tell you
that. Look, I just remember it at some point playing Kentucky for South Carolina.
We went out there and beat a coach who's won a national championship. I mean, Kentucky. What did they do? They won a wet fart game against a shitty Iowa team. No, not buying it. Plus, they've lost a lot too. Not buying it.
Jordan says, I think it's very possible that Carolina is significantly better and their record doesn't improve at all. Look, they got to go up there to the land of bourbon and bluegrass and everything else. Well, I mean, you could be a better team, but face a tougher schedule. Maybe that's part of it.
I don't think this schedule's any tougher than last year. I mean, I don't get that. I don't know. That makes a lot of sense. I want to give a shout out to some idiot that called into your show yesterday. It's Matthew Matthew.
Yeah, I tried to handle that call with I wanted to channel my inner Jackpot and just fucking rail on him.
This idiot kept railing on you about South Carolina football. I guess he thought you were a Gamecock apologist or something. But he's telling us, they're going to finish 6th in the SEC East. Oh, they can get blown out by Kentucky and they get blown out by Tennessee. I mean, I guess he's a Georgia fan. I mean, what? Still salty from that ass kicking we gave him a couple of years
Well,
ago? I don't know.
hold on. What made this guy salty, Jackpot, was I said on the air that I think that Spencer Rattler's a better quarterback than Stetson Bennett.
Well,
And
yeah.
it pissed him off to the end of the world. And look, I am a Clemson guy to the core, but I try to be as honest as I can. But I want you guys to lose every fucking game you play. But the reality is, you got a good quarterback. He's better than Stetson Bennett. And I said most Georgia fans would much rather have Spencer Rattler at quarterback than Stetson Bennett. And this guy lost his mind and was trying to say that Stetson Bennett was better than fucking Spencer Rattler. And I was just like, damn, okay.
Spencer's
Really?
not going to have the pieces around him that Screech did.
Right.
But that still doesn't mean he's still not more talented. I mean, come on. I mean, does this guy have a set of eyes? Or I don't know.
Cody says Rattler is better than Bennett, but Rattler is worse than Hooker. Look, I got to get you Tennessee fans. I know you're in love with Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker reminds me of when Texas Tech used to have the air raid offense, and it didn't matter who the fuck was back there. They were going to throw for 3,000 yards. Hendon Hooker is a product of the system at Tennessee. Whoever you guys get in there next year, you'll be thinking he's the next Heisman hopeful. But as far as being an actually good quarterback, just stop.
I think Hooker's just a product of the system.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Billy wants to know what I'm smoking tonight. Let's see if Spencer doesn't pinch it. Look, and that's something you have to deal with. He may get pouty bitch face. He may. But the reality is that physically the guy's got it all. He can throw the ball wherever the fuck he wants. He's great. And Brock's got a great
Cody
point
Branch
there.
says Hooker threw 3 picks to 30 plus TDs. Yeah, he also lost to Purdue. Who did the Gamecocks lose to in our bowl game? Oh, that's right, we didn't. We kicked ass.
Look, Hooker is a product of the system. Look at quarterbacks like Graham Harrell and fucking Cliff Kingsbury and guys like that.
Stetson Bennett, talking about him. Stetson Bennett would probably light it up in that offense. Shit.
Yeah, Stetson Bennett would probably light it up. I'm just saying, it's more about the system that's there than it is about the guy being a great quarterback. Sorry. It's not about how much he beat South Carolina by. It's just not. There's a reason that he came back. It wasn't like the NFL was like, hey, man, you're going to be a first-round pick. He came back because he wanted to try to improve his stock because his stock was shit coming into last year. Remember, what was he like, second string, third string?
Yeah.
I mean,
they started that clown from Michigan. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him. Tennessee fans, send your hate tweets, but it's just the way that I feel, man. It's not rocket science. It's really not. He's a product of the system. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905.
Answer Brandon Coon's question over there. Is Spencer Rattler better than the ukulele?
Of course he is. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, come on, Brandon. You think I'm going to sit here and just ride the Clemson penis on that? No, Udi Ungalale is
here's
terrible.
One for you. Who's better, Zeb Noland or Stetson Bennett?
I'd probably go with Bennett because Nolan fucking he can't move left or right 2 steps. I mean,
he has no mobility whatsoever. Concrete shoot.
Look, Matt Corral is different. If you look at Matt Corral, he's projected to be a top pick in the draft. He can actually make reads and everything else. It's not the same thing. It's really not the same thing. I mean, ridiculous. I agree with what Cody says there. He may be a product of the system, but if the system works, then every defense is going to look stupid until they defend it. I'm not knocking the Tennessee system. They're going to score a shit ton of points.
That's the Purdue
I'm
defense.
talking,
Look dumb. Just look dumb.
that's funny. Uyunglele's got to figure it out. And you know what? Someone called in today and is talking about Uyunglele had to have surgery and shit like that. You know what, though? And Clemson fans can get pissed at me for this. If Uyunglele was that hurt and you're sending him out there, then what the fuck is the coaching staff doing? You're sending out a guy. You know how many yards he threw for against South Carolina, Jackpot?
Like 95.
Yeah, he didn't break 100 yards. They had to basically dumb down a game plan to just say, you know what, we've got better athletes. We're just going to run the ball and run over South Carolina. I mean, this guy was terrible. I mean, terrible. He looked horrible in the bowl game. And you know what? He didn't have anybody pushing him. But hopefully with Klubnik coming in, it'll be different. Hopefully so.
Bible Belt Beauty says the quarterback at West Oak High School was better than ukulele. Damn.
That's right. He's right until he gets his shit together. And if he's injured, then damn it, put somebody else in there.
Do you know where's West Oak High School? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's in Westminster.
Fuck, I don't know all that.
It is. It is. It's called that. There used to be two high schools out there in West. There used to be Westminster High, and there was Oakway High School, and they closed up Oakway and combined the two, and it became West Oak.
Did not know that.
I don't think they've ever. I don't know. Probably never had a winning season in football.
Final call for calls this evening, 803-470-2905. Brock says teams will pick up on Tennessee's offense and be able to defend it well. It happened at UCF and it'll happen at UT. Yeah. And you know, there are ways to stop that Tennessee offense. I mean, you got to slow them down. I mean, look, Lane Kiffin did it in his first year. I mean, I know the Tennessee fans will say he had some help, but there are ways to stop it.
Really faking injuries. He had the refs in his back pocket.
Don't you laugh when you hear shit like that, when people make excuses like the referees fucked us? I'm like, yeah, the referees woke up this morning and they clapped their hands and said, you know what? I'm going to fuck over Tennessee today. Or I'm going to fuck over Ohio State, or insert team here. Get out of here, that nonsense. Bullshit. All right,
Bible Beauty said Fair Play, Townville area as well, split with Pendleton High. I did not know that. I didn't never know there was a school in Fair Play or Townville.
Did not know that either. Jackpot, I want to give you one thing really quick and we'll get out of here. South Carolina starts their baseball season. Who are they playing the first game of the year? I don't know. I'm looking it up now. Hold on. Here we go. I got it. So the February 18th, they start with that juggernaut UNC Greensboro. 3-game set at Founders Park. Yeah, the Spartans. Then they play Winthrop, then George Washington, App State, and before the Clemson series.
They play George Washington in baseball?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Let's look at Clemson's schedule, because Clemson used to play Maine because Jack Leggett was like a Maine alumni, so he would bring Maine down here to play. Let's see who Clemson starts with. Oh, fuck me. Clemson plays Indiana.
Hell?
Yeah, Indiana, and then they've got the College of Charleston, and then next weekend, oh Jesus, Jackpot, Hartford comes to town.
I think Hartford was in one of the regionals that South Carolina hosted maybe 1 year.
Yeah.
It's either Hartford or Liberty. I get them confused.
Then USC Upstate before the matchup with South Carolina. So yeah, well, anyway, somebody buy some tickets so we can help the pediatric NICU. We will shave my head live on the show if we sell 100 tickets. We're sitting at like 34 right now.
Buy
So
some tickets. I
everything,
want to see that.
yeah.
Buy some ticks.
Buy some tickets, and guess what? If you're out of state and you can't go, we will put a sign in your seat for you. Simple as that. This seat owned by, I don't know, the Kentucky Wildcats because South Carolina sucks. Whatever. We'll put something
Jordan
out.
Bowman says, "Let's try not to lose to Upstate this year. Let's try to beat the Gamecocks in the series this year."
Yeah, let's try that.
Not happening.
All right. Well, Jackpot has been a good show. We'll be back at it on Sunday. We'll be able to talk baseball on Sunday with how South Carolina did against UNC Greensboro. I'm predicting a sweep, and Clemson's playing Indiana. Ugh.
Is that just one game or is it a 3-game set?
3-game set with Indiana.
Is it in the Clemson or the land of
It's
Clemson
in Clemson.
and cream? Okay.
Big Barney Ross says take a kid with cancer if he wins those tickets. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We'll make sure that a kid gets your ticket, Big Barney Ross, if you win. We're gonna put them all on the wheel decide, and everybody's name will be on there, and we're gonna spin it live on the show and give away some great tickets. So yeah, that's how that's gonna work. But thanks to Big Barney Ross for sending some money for that. Also, Beg and Megan, both those guys bought 10 tickets. Kim Bellinger bought 5. Melanie bought 2. Beth bought 2. Lee bought 2. Mike Muse bought 2. And Jimmy from Callaway's bought 1. We're sitting at 34. 100, we shaved my head live on the show. There you go. Jackpot would shave his head, but he doesn't have any fucking hair.
Yeah, exactly. I already shaved it every morning in the shower.
All right, guys. Appreciate you joining us on the program. We'll see you later on. The link is in the show description. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.